An investigative journalist is a journalist who specializes in investigative journalism. Investigative journalism is a specialized form of journalism that goes beyond usual journalism. Because the work of an investigative journalist goes beyond that of a usual journalist, investigative journalism is also called investigative or research journalism. An investigative journalist can spend months researching before he or she has a complete and newsworthy news story. An investigative journalist therefore looks for important facts and figures behind news topics or other topics that can potentially have a major impact. The profession of investigative journalist cannot simply be compared to the profession of journalist, because an investigative journalist uses a different working method than a journalist. This difference is mainly in the detective work that the investigative journalist has to carry out. An investigative journalist will generally spend a lot of time checking and analyzing information or figures. The profession of investigative journalist does not occur within all media companies, because it is generally only the larger media companies that use investigative journalists. Think of national newspapers or national television broadcasters. The profession of investigative journalist should also be seen as fairly general, because an investigative journalist can also be specialized in certain subjects. As an investigative journalist, you are briefly responsible for in-depth research into news facts that cannot simply be uncovered in any other way. This usually involves investigations into major cases, such as possible corruption scandals, crimes or mismanagement by administrators. An important point in investigative journalism is the verification of data, so that a correct representation of facts can be given.